Growing up in a home where alcohol ruled the household changes you. As a kid, it meant chaos, instability, and constantly being on edge. But that doesn't just stay in childhood. It follows you into adulthood in ways that can feel confusing, painful, and isolating. Do you find yourself people-pleasing, always seeking approval, never feeling good enough? Do you avoid conflict at all costs? Or maybe you feel overly responsible for everyone else's life while neglecting your own. You're not alone. These are some of the common traits of adult children of alcoholics. In today's video, I'll walk you through the research-backed lists of traits, the 13 characteristics from Dr. Janet Woitzitz, and the laundry list from Tony A., along with how they show up in relationships and daily life. Most importantly, I'll share what you can start doing today to heal. This might be one of the most eye-opening videos you've ever watched as an adult child of an alcoholic, so stick around. Hi, I'm Jody Lamb. I grew up with an alcoholic parent, and for over a decade now, I've been helping adult children of alcoholics heal through my books, videos, and free resources at jodylamb.com. If you're just starting your healing journey, I put together a free guide with the first steps to begin healing. You can grab it at the link in the description. This channel is a safe space for people like us to learn, grow, and create the joyful lives we deserve. By the end of this video, you'll understand the most common traits of adult children of alcoholics, how they might show up in your life, and where to begin working through them. Let me start with something personal. I used to wonder, why do I feel so different from my friends? They all seemed relaxed, confident, always at ease. Meanwhile, I was hyper aware of everyone's mood, overly responsible for keeping everyone happy, and terrified of making a mistake. I didn't know it at the time, but those weren't just quirks of my personality. They were lasting effects of growing up with an alcoholic mom. And when I found out that there were actual lists of traits from researchers and people who lived it, I was shocked. It felt like someone had been secretly watching my life and writing it down. So if you hear traits today that make you think, oh wow, yeah, that's me, you're in the right place. Dr. Janet Woitz's 13 characteristics. In 1983, Dr. Woitzitz published the book Adult Children of Alcoholics. In it, she outlined 13 characteristics that many of us share because of the uncertainty, turmoil, and chaos we grew up with. Here they are. Guessing at what normal is. You didn't have a healthy model of family life, so you constantly wonder, what is normal? 2. Difficulty following projects through. You start strong but have trouble finishing because you were never taught consistency. 3. Lying when it would be just as easy to tell the truth. This comes from growing up where honesty wasn't safe. 4. Judging yourself harshly. That inner critic is relentless. 5. Difficulty having fun. Relaxing feels unsafe because calm often meant the storm was coming. 6. Taking yourself very seriously. You were forced to grow up fast, so playfulness feels foreign. 7. Difficulty with intimate relationships. Trust, fear of vulnerability, emotional walls. Overreacting to changes you can't control. Change feels like danger, even small changes. 9. Constantly seeking approval and affirmation. You didn't get unconditional love at home, so you chase it everywhere else. 10. Feeling different from other people. You never felt like you belonged. 11. Super responsible or super irresponsible. All or nothing. You're either holding everything together or letting it all go. 12. Extremely loyal, even when loyalty isn't deserved, because leaving feels like abandonment. And 13. Impulsivity. Acting before thinking because you weren't modeled healthy decision-making. Can you see yourself in these? For me, I see many, including number 11, feeling overly responsible for everyone else. It was my survival strategy, but it left me exhausted. All right, on to Tony A's laundry list. Another powerful resource comes from Tony A., one of the early voices in the ACOA community. In 1978, he published The Laundry List, which is a collection of traits that many adult children of alcoholics share. Listen to some of these and see if they hit home. Becoming isolated. Fearing authority figures. Having a strong need for approval. Fearing angry people. Viewing yourself as a victim. Feeling addicted to excitement. Confusing love and pity. loving those who need rescuing, having low self-esteem, judging yourself harshly, being terrified of abandonment, doing anything to hold on to a relationship, becoming a para-alcoholic, meaning you're adopting alcoholic behaviors without actually drinking, becoming a reactor instead of an actor. Is it just me, or did Tony A nail it? When I first read this list, I thought, this is me on paper, especially the need for approval and the fear of abandonment. These two shaped so many of my relationships. All right, and the effect on relationships. It's really important to understand how these traits affect relationships. Many of us give everything to our relationships. Sometimes we even lose ourselves in the process. If we're with someone who struggles with addiction, who can't provide stability emotionally, it can be devastating because our default is to rescue, fix, and sacrifice. And then there's trust. Growing up in instability means we often enter relationships expecting betrayal. We keep walls up, and it can be hard to truly commit. That's why so many adult children of alcoholics describe relationships as both their deepest longing and their biggest struggle. So what do you do if you relate to these traits? Here are 3 things to remember. You are only responsible for you. It's common to feel guilty or overly responsible for others, but your parents' alcoholism wasn't your fault, and you don't have to carry that into adulthood. Start where you are. Whether you're new to healing or years into it, accept your starting point. The best time to begin healing is today. Make time for joy. Healing isn't all hard work. Hobbies, fun, creativity, these are part of rewiring your brain for peace. For me, writing brings joy. For you, it might be reading, playing music, or just laughing with a friend. And most of all, remember you are not alone. Millions of us share these traits, and with support, healing is possible. If you saw yourself in today's video, please leave feeling seen. The next step is to grab my free healing guide for adult children of alcoholics at the link in the description of this video. It walks you through the various steps of healing. There's also more resources at my website, jodylam.com. If this video resonated, hit the like button. It helps get this message to more people who need it. Subscribe for more videos like this, and comment which of these traits resonated most with you. If you're ready to keep going on your healing journey, the next step is to watch the video I've linked here on the screen. It'll take what you learned today and guide you even further. Please remember, your past does not define you. You can heal, and you are worthy of peace, love, and joy. Thanks for spending time with me today. I'm rooting for you.